Hey there, fancy friends, it's Oliver, and today we will have a dive into a 1920s self-defense method from Poland using the walking cane. You decided you wanted to see the cane before the dagger, so here we go. For those of you who didn't watch the introduction covering the revolver, flashlight, boxing, savate, jiu-jitsu, a quick note. The author wrote that after World War I, nearly everyone is armed and self-defense has changed. We found lots of similarities to Emile André's unarmed method from 1905 Paris, but the use of weapons is completely different. So the Polish author may not know it or he did not like it. Both could be true because the idea behind the methods for cane or the knife are a completely different approach. With some help of our Polish fencer, I made a translation of the cane and I will link it down in the description below, but now let's see how it looks like. We start with the scenarios where I have a cane and he has none. Yeah? He could have something, but he's only a strong guy and are seeking for trouble. And the first advice we have is to point at him like do, but with our cane. So if he's there and just point it up, yeah, you don't have to hold it here just to wait for him grabbing it, because that's what everyone is afraid of. Yeah, but if we are somewhere here and you see him, just point at him. Yeah, he do not want to come closer. And if he uses the advantage, yeah, the second position would be the well-known bayonet grip. So if he comes more or less close, or we are close or something, yeah, then bring it up, grab it like a rifle, and then you could stab him. So if we're here, just here, because I'm nice, yeah. Otherwise, you have to hit him on more vital points. So, and if this also was not effective enough, or he's really fast, he wants to grab you around the waist or the legs, then the advice would be bring it over your head and slam it down with both hands. Yeah, but you have to be fast, because if he came at you and he grabs you, you will be next time on the floor. So he comes at you and then something like that. Yeah, but you have 3 ranges for your thrusts. So long thrust, short thrust, and yeah, pommel hand. He is still no weapon, but a pet, because I will tell you how to strike with a cane. And there are lots of different kinds to strike with. You see the French method, you see the flicks and flips from Lang and whatever. But in this book we are just told to bring up the cane, so lift the arm, bend the elbow overhead, and then slam it down. So from above, from the side, not more. Yeah, you just do this because you can do better. Yeah, like a saberist, you can do better, but then you have to train more. And he said, that's not what we want to. We want to have a small, simple method. I could tell you, and you could do it. And if you want to do more, go on fencing, sabre. Then you can do more with a stick. But if you don't want to go fencing, this will be enough. Yeah, just staying here, do a little lunge, maybe. And if he holds my target, so I'm somewhere here or here, I hold up and then just bring that down. Yeah? Or from the side, over the head, here and here. Yeah? Yeah? It is hard enough, and it's just about striking power. Yeah? It's just head, 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 and nothing else. We want to keep him out of the fight. I allow him to grab a cane, so he's armed. And I just tell you, and I just told you that I would just attack his head. But he is a fencer or something like that. And because we do not parry that much, I will tell you later. And he's just attacking my foot. Just see that, just swing at it. Yeah? See that the leg is not there. That's an advice in every fencing book ever written. Yeah? So do not try to parry underneath. You are here, he attacks your leg, and just draw back the leg and strike the head. Nothing new. Yeah? And that's the most advanced technique in this book. And it's easy enough to, could be done from everyone. But he's not just attacking my leg, he is a strong guy, you see, and he is also attacking my head from different angles. Then we have just 3 parries. It's the head, the outside, and the inside. And for each parry, maybe from this position, for each parry I will lean back a little bit just to get my vital parts out of the way. And then you bring your cane up and a little bit downwards, but this will happen when it hits the cane. And each parry will have a little bit of push against it. Yeah? It's not a batuta, but it's always punch block, let's say. Yeah? So it would be the head, the inside, and the outside. For the outside, it's very important. Yeah? You are here, you parry the head, you parry the inside, and you parry the outside, and you turn your body a little bit. Because then you bring the structure behind the block, and you bring the hand more out of the way, because the hand is the most vulnerable part in this parries, especially on the outside one. So let's demonstrate it with a nice partner. So if you're standing here and he just hits my head, it's this. Okay, then inside. And outside. Once again. You see, the last one was good. Before my hand was a little bit too close in the way, and I have to bring my body to fix that. Maybe from another direction. So just here. Yeah. So once again, head, bam. Inside, and outside. Okay, so this push block is very important because it brings the energy to parry even hard blows. Yeah? Maybe it looks like nothing, but he's a strong hitter. Yeah? And you have to train that if he wants to strike left and right, you have to parry it slowly first, always with a little punch in it. So inside, so come here, and outside, bring your elbow in and push out. Inside, and again. Yeah. Always punch in it, so you can be sure it works. That's all. Not very much, and maybe not very much finesse, but it will fulfill its use. And let's repeat it again. If you want to know more, go fencing. This is not the place. What do you think about it? For more comparison, of course, we have to present you in Milan Race Systems in the near future. If you are still watching, support our channel by the obvious things, like, share, comment and subscribe, but you can also join our Patreon. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.